I wish I deleted the gay dating apps way sooner. It's ruined my relationships, it's ruined my dates, and it's turned off a lot of dudes, and respectfully so. And a lot of gay dudes use dating apps and the hookup apps so much, especially Grindr. Grindr is such a popular app in the gay dating community. And there's three reasons why. I think it's really ruined my life, and I wish I had stopped way sooner. I wish someone told me that, hey, you really should get off that app. You should really try to find a long-term relationship. You should really try to look for a boyfriend in the right places. And none of my friends told me that. So the first reason is I think gay dating apps, it's like not normal just to look at someone's nudes. It makes you super superficial. When all you're doing in a dating app is just sending nudes, like you'll see them in like the first or second message. Like most dudes, they won't even talk to you if you don't send nudes. Or they'll just right off the bat send nudes. And that's why you'll see in so many profiles, they'll be like, don't send nudes. Or like, just looking for face pics. It's because that's like 90% of the time, most men, they'll just straight up send their dick pics, right? And gay men are really horny, so it's fun. It's fun to send your nudes to strangers. Like, I'm not saying it's not fun, but I'm just saying it really messes up your life, because then you're looking at someone and you're like, is this dude hot? If this dude isn't hot, all I have to do is just click block user, or I just don't respond, you know what I mean? And that's not a normal way that you engage with someone. And you don't even really have a real conversation. You just look at them and you're like, are they hot? Do I want to have sex with them? Do I want to have sex with them eventually? And that's really the whole conversation. It's, what about you? Hey, what's up? What about you? Horny? Yeah, me too. And then you just send nudes, and then you end up hooking up 5 or 10 minutes later. All right? And that's what brings me to my next point, is it like made me forget how to make a relationship. I feel like in every conversation, even when I'm not on the hookups, now it's like when I go to a bar or a club or another kind of opportunity to meet gay friends, like friends of friends, I just like forgot about how to have a conversation. I forgot how to make like a friendship, a relationship. Instead, I'm so used to it just being that short conversation and just like, you know, where you don't even really have to talk about it too much. Like, you guys know what you're gonna do, whether that be like in an hour, 2 hours, couple hours. You know what you're gonna do in bed, and you're just gonna have that good time, and you're probably drunk, you're probably drinking, you're probably having drugs. And it just ruins so much. It ruins the chemistry. It makes you just forget like how to be a normal person. And when you're overstimulated and all you do is just have sex, it also leads to a bunch of performance anxiety. When you're just sitting there scrolling through nudes, I mean, you can't be on Grindr without seeing a nude. It just doesn't happen. And that can mess with your head. And then whenever you have a guy come over, you don't even really chat with them. You just go into hooking up with them. Or if you do chat with them, you're still thinking about hooking up with them. And the worst part is when you start to forget that people won't even hang out with you if you're not hooking up. So you start saying yes to a lot of hookups because you're so desperate and you want that insecurity. You want that feeling of having someone around you. Maybe you don't have a lot of friends and you want that social feeling. You want that feeling of being loved and appreciated. So you have a hookup, and then afterwards you feel so empty. And then you get attached to that person, you really like spending time with them, and then you realize they never want to hang out with you outside of hooking up, and forget about ever seeing them when they're sober. And then you realize like you're just being used. And don't get me wrong, like I consented to it, I did it, but then you realize these people, they just wanted to use you for a hookup and nothing else. And it's a terrible feeling. It feels empty, it feels hollow, it feels unsatisfying. Like, I had this one dude, we were so close, like we had the best sex ever for like an hour, 2 hours, every weekend. And it was the best thing ever. We just had so much fun. We fell asleep so easily. I usually woke up at his house, right? But he would never approach me if I was at one of the gay clubs. He would never approach me if I was out with my friends or if I was by myself. He would always try to dodge me. He would never want to like go out and hike, even though we would match on the other dating apps. We would just never do anything else. We were just like these little friends with benefits, and it ended up being really sad because I felt like we both really liked each other, but we just never ended up taking it another step, and it was just super sad and depressing, and I don't think that's normal. And the last thing is, a lot of gay men are really into polyamorous relationships. But if they see you on a gay dating app, they assume you're a slut. They assume you're a hoe. They look at you like you're just a piece of meat. They look at you like you're not even a real person. You're just a hookup. And that's like really, really bad. And you don't want that negative reputation. It kind of gives you your friends and people that you know, if they see you on one of those hookup apps and they see you there all the time, they're going to think you're desperate. And then your reputation is starting to get tainted, and it's not even like you're hooking up, like you could just be chatting on that app. And people are just gonna judge that you're not a good person. Or if you are a good person, you're really only good for hookups and sex. And the last little part I forgot to talk about was just like, it's really dangerous. It's physically dangerous, your physical health. I was so naive when I first started hooking up. I was not on PrEP. I would hook up with like 3 or 4 dudes, unprotected, protected. And it's just like, that's disgusting. Your body isn't made to hook up with that many men at the same time. Your nervous system can't handle that. And it's not normal. Even if you do use protection, you're still probably exchanging like saliva and germs, and inside someone, you're outside someone. Like it's just a lot. And I used to get sick so much, so frequently, and it was definitely related to drugs and drinking, but it was also related to just like kissing and, French kissing, and tongues, and other parts that got licked and messed around with. So it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And I don't think our bodies, our emotional selves, our social selves, we're not designed to have that many super intimate experiences and then to wake up the next day hungover, lonely, and craving that connection. We just can't do it. So yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video about how gay hookups ruined my life, and it's been many, many years. Last time I had a hookup was maybe 3 or 4 months ago. I had to, get my men in before I leave LA and move to the South, where I'm not gonna hook up with anyone. I've had so many urges to just hook up with someone. I downloaded the app, deleted it, and I want to watch porn and other stuff so bad, but I'm not going to. I've had enough of the long-term bad effects. I've had enough of it ruining my life. And I just want to say, if there's one thing you took away from this video, delete all those dating apps, delete all those hookup apps. If you are going to stay on the apps, you better put on there, I am looking for friends and friends only. Or you're looking for long-term dates only. You're not going to hook up after the first date. Because that's another really important thing. Even if you're on the dating apps and you're going on dates, I would always hook up with the dude after the first date. And it messes you up because then you stop saying no. You stop saying no because you don't want to go through that long process of finding a dude to get get that sex with. Instead, you just go for this short-term pleasure, and you don't say no. So then it just like, it's this endless cycle. Then the relationship is so empty, and then you wasted all that time and effort, and then you just hook up. Maybe you still go on some dates, but it's not the same. And you try to cheat the system. You try not to have those conversations because you don't want to say no, because you just want the sex, you just want the hookup.